Okay, let's do it. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Understandable English. This video is part of a travel series that I have been doing recently, where I tell you a little bit about the different trips and travels that I've been on around the world. I do this while speaking in very easy to understand and relaxed English, so that you can learn about the world and also learn about English at the same time. Today, I'm going to tell you about my trip to Azerbaijan. This was part of a more or less Central Asian and Caucasus tour that I did last summer, and it lasted for nearly 3 months. I spent only 10 days in Azerbaijan because I was running out of time. I spent too much time in Central Asia, so I needed to skip some things already when I got to the Caucasus. But I still had a wonderful time. Like most other tourists, I started my adventure in Baku, the capital. This city was quite interesting. It has many different influences from different times in history. But nowadays, it has a very unique old town, but also it has a lot of very modern architecture. Azerbaijan made a lot of money from oil, but as their oil is beginning to run out, they're transitioning to a more tourist economy. So they're building all kinds of infrastructure for tourism. This is quite interesting to compare and contrast the old town and the newer parts of town. The city itself was quite interesting. A great place to relax. There was the sea that you could look at, different parks. The different parts of town were fun to walk in. It was very energetic, full of life. And I would definitely see myself spending a few days in the city just to relax and enjoy the city itself. Around the city, there was also some different things to see. There is a specific place where there is some natural gas leaking from the earth, or coming out of the earth. And it's on fire, so this hill, or this mountain, is burning, and it's been burning for a very long time. So definitely an interesting thing to see. There are also some ancient drawings on caves or on rocks. Some people a very, very long time ago wrote and drew some pictures on these rocks. Also, there are some mud volcanoes, which are a lot of fun to play with. You can put your fingers in there and play around and have fun as mud and gas comes out of the earth. It's almost like the earth is breathing. One of the adventures we went on in Azerbaijan was a trip to Guba and Hinalik, which are small cities or villages high up in the mountains. These were very relaxing trips we went on and very beautiful, but we didn't have the best weather. It was a little bit rainy, and so I wish that we could have seen these villages and cities in the sun. But you can't have perfect weather all the time when you're traveling. Later on in our trip, we were in Shamakhi, another city in Azerbaijan. There is a huge mosque to look at, and we explored that. But when we were having lunch, just eating on the side of the road, relaxing, an old lady came and invited us into her house. She didn't speak any languages that we spoke, and so it was kind of fun trying to figure out what she wanted and trying to explain ourselves. But she was so kind. She gave us too much food to eat, too much tea, too many sweets, and all of this you could see was from her heart. She didn't want anything from us. It's another great example of the wonderful hospitality that exists in this world. As we continued on, we went to another small tourist village called Lahij. This was a great place to relax in the mountains, but I don't know if I would really want to go back again. It's mostly a tourist thing. So, of course, it's beautiful with its buildings and its cobblestone and the mountains around it, but there's not a lot to do other than buy things, spend your money, and relax in a hotel. But just for a day or two, it was nice to see. Finally, we made it to Sheki, which is another city in the northern part of Azerbaijan. The big tourist attraction in this city is the palace. This is made of stained glass, and it is absolutely beautiful and stunning, especially when the sun is shining in the right direction. In this city, they also have a famous food called PT, which was wonderfully delicious. We went to a restaurant, a small family-run cafe, And the owners were super kind to us and showed us how to do it and how to eat it. And they even had a band come and play for us. All of this without asking for any extra money. It was just out of hospitality. But after 10 short days in Azerbaijan, I got to the border with Georgia, and it was time for another country. There's so much more to see in Azerbaijan, and I wish I had had more time to see it. If you learned something new, feel free to press like or subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Understandable English. Have a wonderful day. Toodles!